right, here I am with a second take on a Destiny 2 video after I lost power in the middle of filming the last one. And you can't edit because it doesn't save the file fully, so that is gone. This is actually about Destiny Rising, the mobile game based on some new reporting from SkillUp. I did just publish a big marathon thing by the time you're reading this, and maybe I'll talk about that more tomorrow, but you can go read the article there from my own source about that game. This is some new information, some old information based on this upcoming mobile version of Destiny. It is called Destiny Rising. It is not just Destiny 2 on mobile the way some may have thought it was. This is a prequel game that will take place before Destiny 1. And as such, there was a lot of lore to draw on. I'm not sure if this was in SkillUp's report or it's just been kind of passed around that this would potentially be like a hero character game where, I don't know, I mean, I think you can get different guns and whatever, but given the time period here, you could be playing as Zavala or Ikora or Shaxx or Saladin or all these other, legendary heroes from the past. Mara Sov, that'd be kind of fun to play as Mara Sov. Does she use guns? Sometimes. And the idea here is that this is supposed to mirror existing Destiny gameplay. This is not supposed to be some, like Destiny Match 3 game or Destiny Temple Run or Destiny Flappy Bird or whatever. This is like supposed to be Destiny. First person shooting, the whole 9 yards. And if you're like me and you don't really play mobile games in any meaningful capacity, you might be like, how is that possible? Well, mobile tech is advanced where it's possible. And even if it obviously may not control the way you like on touch controls, you can, use a controller or whatever, attachments. But other games and other shooter franchises have been able to mirror, their own gameplay pretty closely. And a lot of them find really big success in some regions, sometimes America, sometimes Asia. So this is, obviously the goal here. This is being developed by NetEase, which made Diablo Immortal, which might make the hair stand up on the back of your neck based on how the launch and reveal of that went. But guess what? Diablo Immortal's a pretty big hit, and it makes a pretty good amount of money for Blizzard, and that is all that Bungie would want to see from, and Bungie and Sony would want to see from a Destiny mobile game. We'll see if that is possible. We do not know a good amount of stuff about it in terms of monetization. You would assume this is going to be a free game. Mobile games are almost always free at this point. Sometimes you may have an upfront cost to them, but if you're really looking for that revenue stream, you're probably going to do free to play. That obviously raises a question about what exactly is going to be microtransaction based here. Diablo Immortal very much launched with a pay to win system with its crazy gem socketing and all of that stuff. So there's no report here about how this game will be monetized specifically. It could just sell cosmetics and whatever, like the base game, and have battle passes and things, but we just don't know. That's not part of this report. And obviously that could be kind of the make or break aspect of this. That said, even if it has microtransactions that you hate and I hate, other regions like Asia are much more open to that sort of thing and will not push back against it. So if this can make money in some other region, they'll be perfectly happy with that. It does sound like they want to, attract core Destiny players over by keeping the gameplay intact. SkillUp's report says that it has been hard to adapt things like missions and strikes into this format, given that those are longer and mobile is designed for much shorter play sessions. Ideally a couple of minutes at a time, whereas, a strike, a mission is 10, 15, 20 minutes, whatever. So they may have to figure out some sort of stopgap for that. The source says that it is actually really surprisingly good to play. And they said it was far along enough where they are not sure about why it has not been revealed yet. Granted, the source left Bungie a long time ago. I don't know if they were part of the layoffs or whatever. So a lot of this information may be a little old. I would maybe venture a guess that Bungie is trying to avoid a Diablo Immortal reveal situation where things are not amazing at Bungie right now, and revealing a mobile game that everyone is already predisposed to hate in the core Destiny community is maybe not the narrative they want to come up with right now. They are instead focused on, the future of Destiny 2, and they'll be focused on Marathon at some point here. So that might be my guess as to why it hasn't been shown off, and maybe they won't have like some crazy huge marketing lead up to this. Maybe they'll just sort of drop it. It's certainly something I would check out, but obviously, there are questions about how exactly, if you like Destiny, how that will translate to a Destiny mobile experience, based on shorter playtime and, maybe hero things and whatever the monetization will be there. So even with this kind of reporting, I think there's still a lot of open questions about it. Bungie, I don't think Bungie has even acknowledged this exists. At any time, they've talked about like Destiny's coming to mobile at some point, but like this specific game, they have not gone into in any meaningful capacity. This has been in the works for a long time, like before Sony, so it's unclear how many iterations this may have gone through, but I think this will at least sort of reassure people that they are trying to make it still some sort of Destiny game, not like a Destiny themed gacha thing. God, I hope it's not a gacha thing. Can you imagine pulling, this has already been a joke, but like pulling for 5-star shacks and like, I don't think they're going to do that. I think they're smart enough to push that away from their minds, but who knows? We'll see. Again, we don't have any real reports about monetization yet, which I think is one of the key parts of this. So I'm curious to see it. I don't really have many expectations for it. I think it can only surpass expectations, given that I think most Destiny players sort of have expectations in the floor for a mobile version of the game, but who knows? Maybe it could surprise us. I still am just not really into mobile games, and my phone battery is not really into mobile games, so I don't imagine I'll devote too much time to this, but we'll see. So anyway, that's a new report about Destiny Rising. I may talk about all the Marathon stuff tomorrow, but we'll see. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you soon. Take care.